Like millions of Nigerians, first-time voter Fatima Onaolagbo is worried about the high cost of living. And having experienced violence during elections in the past, she's also worried about what might happen after this vote.
All the youths, so far as I'm concerned, they are banking on this election. I mean, because if this goes wrong, that means that we don't have a say in our country. That means that nothing else can come and be conducted well again.
The election process was marked by a late start here in Lagos, as in many parts of the country. And with more than 6 million people expected to vote in this battleground stage of Lagos, security is tightened. Officials say security officials have been deployed on the ground, at sea, and in the air. The population size of Lagos presents a logistical nightmare for officials. 15 million people live in Nigeria's business capital, and 6 million are participating in this election. The police are deploying thousands of officers and equipment like this helicopter for surveillance and rapid reaction in case trouble breaks out. Lagos Police Chief warned against anyone provoking unrest.
We will identify you, we will isolate you, we will apprehend you, and will bring you to justice in the interests of our national security and democratic heritage.
18 presidential candidates are running in Saturday's presidential election. Only 3 are seen as having a realistic chance of winning. Also up for election are hundreds of seats in parliament. But whoever wins the presidency will have a tough task ahead, dealing with a struggling economy, insecurity, and high cost of living.
Well, Emin Idris joins us now live from Lagos, and with a lot at stake for the candidates, every vote counts. And how long have we got now until the voting process ends?
Well, basically, Sohail, the voting was supposed to have ended an hour ago, but because of the delays we've seen in the early part of today, the voting continues in this particular polling station. If I step out of the frame now, you can see a lot of people queued up here. And apart from these ones, there are more people who are seated in this particular pavilion and another one over there. And meanwhile, officials, security officials like the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission are here in numbers to checkmate the influence of money in voting. So this is happening simultaneously in almost all polling stations around Lagos, and it's expected to go on until when the final vote is cast. Now, when are they finishing the voting process here? We really don't know at the moment. It depends on how far or how long all these people we see over there will finally finish to cast their ballots. Officially, like we said, the voting is supposed to end at 13 GMT, but because of the number of people who are here, and of course because of the incidents we had earlier today, where voting materials arrived late in several polling units or polling stations across Lagos State and in many other parts of Nigeria, this voting process is expectedly continuing until probably in the next 1 or 2 hours. Now, the case in point, if I move out of frame now, you are looking at ballot boxes over there, 3 of them sitting on a table. The first one over there, the red one marked presidential, is for the presidential candidates. And that's not the only vote that's happening today. We have 2 other ballot boxes. The black one is for senatorial candidates and the green one for members of House of Representatives. These elections are also holding simultaneously as the presidential election itself. Now, the focus is more on the red box, simply because the international community and locals here in Nigeria are watching closely to see who emerges today as president of this country. Who are they going to work with and who is going to work for them? That is crucial in this particular election. And right now, there are 3 leading contenders for this seat. The former governor of Lagos State, who is the representative of the governing party, Bola Tinubu, he was the governor of this state for 8 good years. And then there is Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, who is also running his 6th presidential race since the return of democracy in 1999. And then there is a third force, Peter Obi, former governor of Anambra State, who served his state for 8 years, is also running on the platform of the Labour Party. And these are the three who are expected to make waves. However, there is another individual who is playing a critical role and who could definitely be the kingmaker in the end if this voting process goes into a second round. Rabiu Kwankwaso, governor of Kano State for 8 years, a senator and also former minister of defense. He has a large following in his own state and neighboring states. And if he succeeds in taking the votes from the mainstream political parties, this could possibly force the election to go into a second round. Already the Independent National Electoral Commission, the electoral umpire, is saying that it's been getting ready for any eventuality and it's ready, prepared for a second round if that case is what we get at the end of the day.
Well, we'll continue to monitor the voting day with you as and when it ends. Emma Idrissa for us in Lagos. Thank you.